right, ladies and gentlemen, it's the patient hodler coming at you with another live stream, Ecomi and Veve related. And this one is going to be both bullish and bearish. We are going to talk about all the new development about Veve web app KYC cash out, about the drops that we have seen, but also about the situation with Ecomi, with the crypto market, and why I believe we are going to see lower prices than we had, why I believe, in contrast to other people, that the bottom might be not in. And you know the drill, and I have to say this, as always, please keep in mind that I'm a crypto and NFT investor, not a financial advisor, so please do your own research before you ape into Ecomi or the Veve collectibles or whatever other investment opportunity that we are going to talk about. Now, the most important thing here is today, obviously, that we have a lot of fun, hang out together, but I also want to say that we have a little giveaway coming from Veveholic a little bit later in the stream. I'm not going to force you to stay until the end, as many of you tune in from Europe, but yeah, that's basically what we are going to do today as a breakdown. Also, already 14 people here in the house, so thank you very much for joining. Don't forget to smash the like button, subscribe if you haven't yet. Free way to support my channel. I would be really grateful, and it will help my channel to grow. And yeah, also tap the bell to always get notified when I come online on the live stream or put out my videos or another part of this video series. And the stream starts off as no stream ever before, because Truckin' Hank sent me, I think it's Canadian dollars here. So thank you very much for this. I think this is the biggest donation in the history of my channel. So thank you for that one. I'm flattered. Thank you, man. And he says, you always have very informative videos. Thanks for your effort. It helped me a lot to understand the project better. Please send me a PM on Twitter. I have a question for you. Yes, I will do. I will send you a message after the stream so that we can talk. Thank you very much for the donation again. And we got Ted in the house, my first ever Patreon to this channel. So also thank you so much for your constant support. I think it's more than 6 months already. Yeah, let's get right. Let's jump right into it. So how did you guys do on the drops today? We have seen Marvel Mighties, and we have also seen the Pride drop today. I skipped the Marvel Mighties, to be honest, but I tried to participate in the Pride drop, and on Twitter I mentioned that I will tell you what I got on the Pride drop, and I have nothing to tell you because I didn't get anything. So yeah, I should have tried my luck on other drops here. So yeah, so if you haven't seen it, if you have missed it, then you can see it here again. These were basically the items that have been dropping. And yeah, so I think some thoughts maybe on this Pride drop here, while I already got the first message here from Hasululu. Welcome to the stream, Hasululu. I got Pride too, bro. I'm so stoked. And yeah, congratulations, man, because there are not even 2,000 of these. These are very, very scarce. I think they are going for 650 gems right now at the moment. So congratulations to that, even for an instant flip, which you probably wouldn't do, because there are people like Ray Fixie that buy these out. But yeah, so this is basically what dropped here. Obviously, it's art, so it depends on your taste if you like it or not. But what I want to say is, many people claim I got into the first, so I don't need the second. But in this case, I think the second could be close to valuable to the other one. And I'm saying that as someone who doesn't hold either of those, so I'm not shilling my bags here, just for you guys who are holding one of those, the first Pride and this one, because basically the first one resembles the male side, the gay side, and the other drop resembles the female side. So I think you could see them close to each other in the value sense, as they are also equally scarce. Yeah, thanks, mate. I will keep it, as I also collect the first prize. So see, that's what I mentioned. A lot of collectors will combine the two. I think we have heard in that last AMA, in that last space, that that there are art collectors excited about this. Talk some German to us, bro. Oh, ja, okay, kein Problem. Der Stream geht jetzt auf Deutsch weiter. Also, na, just a joke. I'm not going to not going to do that to you guys. But let me know where you are all from, because I used to stream 1 or 2 hours earlier than this, but this seems to be a good time for many people as well. Still not too late for Europe to join and for a quick talk. So yeah, that's basically what we have seen here today for the drop. So I'm a little bit scared that I'm a little bit sad that I didn't get one of these, but yeah, we are also seeing comics after comics, and for the first time, and I think this is worth mentioning, for the first time ever, I think it was yesterday, we have seen a comic sitting for hours in the app. So people are probably running out of steam with getting these comics, and they are probably a little bit disillusioned, because people didn't expect them to drop each and every comic in that frequency in the beginning. I remember that the first comics were such a hype, and this feeling is just not there anymore that I also had with the first comics. So I personally think it would be cooler if they would go slower on these comics, so that comics are also a special thing, because right now we are seeing, or at least lower the edition sizes a little bit. But on the other hand, we know that the strategy of Veve on the long run is to pump out so many drops that people that come new to the app can select from a variety of still open drops to get a comic. So for that reason, probably they have to pump out as many collectibles and drops as possible to just drain out the people that are constantly buying until they run out of steam. Maznak75 says, hello from Vancouver, Canada, 1 hour 36 p.m. here. So yeah, Canada is right after lunch break. So yeah, unfortunately, it's not possible to get the best timing for each and everyone. But who knows? Maybe when I'm traveling to Brazil in the end of the year, I might do some live streams from there, and then I'm closer to those time zones. Hasululu says, listening from France, bro. Thanks for your videos. I really like your content. Thank you very much. That means a lot to me, because yeah, I want to bring valuable content. So that also sometimes is a little bit of a challenge, because you want to do another video, you know, the algorithm likes it, but on the other hand, you don't want to put out content that is useless. So sometimes you just have a streak where you don't know what to do or what to do a video about, and sometimes you just don't know. Even if you would do 4 videos, you couldn't cover everything. So that's where I aim to sometimes find the balance, and that's also what I wanted to pack in the stream, because I did 2 videos on the content that I have prepared for this stream. I didn't like both of them, so I invested a lot of time to shoot these, and in the end I didn't upload them because I didn't like them. So I'm bringing it live to you with my thoughts, and yeah, we'll see what you guys say. Brazil is great. Where are you going in Brazil? Holiday? Yeah, actually, my girlfriend is Brazilian. We met in Brazil, so I've lived for 3 years in Brazil. And I learned the language, and obviously now that is, as we're living together in Germany, a matter of family visit. And I'm going to Porto Alegre, basically. But obviously from there to the beach, as we don't want to sit in that city for a whole month. So yeah, that's basically the plan. Here in Canada, the SMS codes for 2AF on Ascendex stopped working. That scared me. So once I gained access after 6 days, I took my OMI off Ascendex and put it on my ledger. Oh, my camera is a little bit off here. Well, I think that this is a smart choice, and I also unstaked my OMI. I can move it to a ledger right now. The problem that I'm facing personally is that I have a Ledger Nano S, and in the Ethereum tab, it doesn't show the coin tabs like with a Ledger Live. So if one of you has this same problem or has it already solved, I think you have to use my Ether wallet for it. But maybe you guys confirm or tell me an easier way to get this done. Because on my Ledger Live, it simply doesn't show up this sub tab of Ethereum, of the Ethereum app with the Ecomi thing. But I think you did the right choice. Only my opinion, obviously not financial advice, but you're bringing them into security. We will see later in the stream why I think this is a smart choice, because I think many of these projects and exchanges will go down and be liquidated. But I will obviously explain my reasoning for that. And right now, you're getting an APR of 2% only on OMI, and that's just not worth the risk. Like before, it was okay. Stake one. I had staked 1.2 million. And okay, that is 120,000 OMI extra with the 10% APR, a little bit more because of compounding mode. And I was willing to risk it when Bitcoin was still on the 25K, and then it collapsed again. And then I was already thinking about it, but still go full degen and let it staked. My personal risk assessment was it's worth for the 10%. Then they downgraded to 5%, and I started unstaking. Now it's 2%, so it's not worth it anymore. But right now, I think I have read it is 2%. I didn't even look because, yeah. Masnak75 says, lately, unless comic drops are highly valuable, i.e. a grail, it is better to buy in the MP than at drop time, particularly if you use a stacking strategy. I fully agree with you. I mean, look at the last comic. It's 1.7 gems or something, 1.5 gems. You just take $15 and stack 10 of those. For sure, there will be a time when these double or triple in price, and it's way easier. The commons of whatever comic double or triple than an ultra rare collectible. Obviously, these will also double and triple, but for every ultra rare that doubles in price, usually some commons they go 5x or so. So I think again, right strategy. I'm happy that I have people with the right mindset here that are looking for where can they really do the gains. So yeah, that's great. I like that. Hasolulu says, yeah, Ascendex is shit. I too don't receive the 2FA code sometimes. I unstaked yesterday too. The APR went back to 5% though. I think it was yesterday. So yeah, the APR went back to 5%. And actually, that is even a sign where you would trust them more, because if they wouldn't have done this, that would mean that they are just not reasonable in this market condition. But yeah, speaking of market condition, just a quick look here. Have we covered? So we had seen the mighties. Let me know if you did get the secret rare. From the edition sizes, it was not worth for me taking part in these, as this is like the 10th mighty drop or so. And sometimes you would just run out of money. And here we see again the animation of that drop from today. So congratulations to you guys who got it. But with that, I think let's move directly to what you have to do to participate in the Veve Holic sponsored giveaway. let me just pull up here the Viviholic store for you guys. Okay, my screen is going a little bit crazy right now. Okay, there we go. Okay, I hope you see that right now. Yeah, there we go. So basically what Viviholic offered to us as stream community is this little Vivi keychain where you can put your custom Vivi birth date circle or Vivi birth date into the circle here. So as you can see, you can have your Vivi birth date, obviously. Maybe even if you joined like today, you might want to have this as a token of your journey. So Viviholic and myself, we are going to give one of these away. But for full transparency, the only thing that you might have, even if you win it, might have to cover is shipment costs, because shipment costs can vary from, I think in the US, it's cheap, cheaper, and if you are in Turkey, it's even cheaper. I don't know exactly where he's located, but I think he's located in Turkey. So you might have to cover some shipment costs even if you win it. However, if you want to participate, the way to do that is that you go onto, let me see this here, you go onto my Twitter profile, and then you hit the follow button, you follow me, and then you're going to go to this tweet, the last tweet here, not the pinned tweet, but the last tweet of this video, where I said that I would do a live stream, and then you just retweet that. The criteria that I will put for this giveaway, and I will use a Twitter picker for that, is you must be following me, you must be following Viviholic, and you must retweet this tweet. So basically these 3 things to enter the giveaway, and I will solve this giveaway later. If you cannot stay on the stream until the end, then let me get this bigger for you guys. If you cannot stay until the end on the stream, then it's not the problem, because once you have retweeted and followed, you are eligible even if you are not on the stream anymore. So no need to stay here, okay? But if you want to hang out with me more, then yeah, please stick around. What do you get here? Oh, Alberto, ¿cómo está? How is it? Now I got a blank, but honestly, I would be able to hablo español un poquito, pero no mucho. Okay, I tried to prove my point here. Que gran directo. Okay, as a hodler. Yeah. Thank you for stopping by. I have seen you many times under my videos with your nice Spanish comments. So muchas gracias and welcome to the stream. Now, muchas gracias. Yeah. Now that's how you enter the giveaway for the keychain. And yeah, there is another part of this coming later of the Viviholic content, but let's jump right into the topic, which is the OMI price at first, and let's talk about it while we are looking at it. So let me just go full screen here and pull up some nasty charts for you, some Bitcoin charts and some other charts to make a point here. Actually, let me see this here first. Do you think we will see new types of drops this year? Yeah, actually, we were already awaiting since the beginning of the year that they are bringing a new vertical to the app, which would be gaming NFTs. At least they said in an AMA in the beginning of the year, that they are working on licensors for gaming NFTs. The big question is, obviously there are also other verticals. We have seen already the teaser of the Pokemon card. So trading cards are probably also coming to Veve. So we have seen the Pokemon card behind David Yu in one of the community updates, on the one where he teased all the Star Wars content. So I'm very confident that we are going to see trading cards. Then we still are going to see car collectibles of car manufacturers. We had seen, I think, GM and Citroën. Yet you could say right now that we already have car collectibles with the Aston Martin, but these are all movie-based, and movie principal licensor is a movie producing company. So in that sense, those are fictitious cars. I have bought the Aston Martin Ultra Rare because I thought that it would be the only version of the Aston Martin which is not which exists in real life. But then Vivolt informed me that even with this car behind the lights, you can see the little machine guns, which invalidates this theory. But in technical, the static one is the most realistic car that we have from real life on the app right now. Then Tristan is in my stream, and welcome Tristan. Hallo aus Frankreich. Yeah, greetings to France, my channel member actually. And I don't know if you are, maybe Tristan, if you can try the icons out. Do you have the hide the pain hodler or something? Because I uploaded some items for channel members, and since you are the only one to try them in the chat. So yeah, maybe that works. We'll see. Captain Vivi says, smash the like button, fam. Yeah, thank you, Captain Vivi. I totally forgot. Smash the like button. 32 people in this room right now. It helps this channel a lot. It helps the algorithm to bring out this content to more people and ultimately bring more people to the Vivi app. So also, if you see here Captain Veve, he is a YouTuber, a German YouTuber. His content is in German. So if you are German, then make sure you subscribe to his channel, because he is bringing out, I think, almost daily, correct me if I'm wrong, but almost daily content, mostly about the Veve collectibles, but sometimes also about the OMI token. So, and if you want to listen to us in German, I am sometimes a guest on his channel, and then we are having a chat in German about the Veve collectibles, about the OMI token, about the crypto space, and whatever other topic is interesting to you. Mattia80 says, I translate that for you guys. Do you believe that we will reach $1 still, or that we can still reach $1 in the next years? And my answer to that is technically yes, but it will take a lot of years, in my opinion. The reason being is like 10 cents would be 100x from here, or it would be 13 cents right now. So 10 cents would be 100x from here. I strongly believe that we are going to see 10 cents at least in the next bull run. So in the next bull run after the next Bitcoin halving. Now, the reason for this is based on the facts that we have right now. And obviously we need exchange listings and we need utility value to the Ecomi token. If that is the case and we have that, then I think we can start thinking from that point on. So yes, I believe that Ecomi can reach $1, but depending on the execution on this project, it might take longer than the next bull run. They said next month we'll see a different category. I really hope to see music, like the vinyls of the classic rock bands. So music related, but visual NFTs I would like to see. I don't know if Veve is the right app to have music NFTs in the sense of a sound or something that you then own. Love you, man. I work with German people every day at work. It is nice to see you there too. Yeah, thank you, man. And honestly, I at the company I work with, I think 20 different nationalities. So yeah, it's just fun to exchange with everyone about their countries, about the culture, about their food. So yeah, you're welcome, Captain Vivi. Every second day. Okay, so guys, don't expect a video every day. Expect a video every second day, which is still more than I put out. What do you think about Vivi on tour? Please let us know about Vivi on tour, because maybe people don't know it yet. Let us know. Supreme Leaders in the house. Nice profile pic as always. Delighted to see you, man. Viviversum is in the house. Another German YouTuber. So if you're German, check him out. Guten Abend, good evening. And hello, Luke. Also always there to support. And yeah, welcome to the stream, Luke. Genuine, sorry about that if I don't say that right. Patient HODLER, I'm really getting impatient with Vivi, waiting for desktop app so I can buy gems. Any news with you on Vivi upgrades? Honestly, you can log into the desktop app. It's free for everyone now. You should just be able to head over to Vivi, app.vivi.me, right? And then you can log on. You don't need to wait for an email invite. You just have to. You just can look here. You just can log onto the web app here. My ultimate creative name for a showroom. So yeah. As you can see, I'm super lucky with the drops. But yeah, you can access this beta. It's still in beta mode, so maybe you don't want to risk everything on this app, like participating in very important drops, but you can already use it. It's there. Ellen7 says, I'll do my best to be at the London Decon. Some of the Vivi fam think can be there. Will be nice to meet with the same pathology. Okay. With the same illness, with the same mental illness. Yeah. So I will not be there, but the reason for this is not that I don't want to be there. I really want to travel to London and visit London, but as I mentioned earlier in the stream, I need all my holiday days for the big visit in Brazil. So nothing left for going to London. And obviously, yes, you could argue then you go for one day and then you fly back or whatever. But obviously, then you want to visit the city as well. But Viviversum, Captain Vivi, and who else? And I think Kelly, aka Vivi Fox, which you all know, the YouTuber with the data that gives us all the data insights. She, I think, will also be there. Luke says, we bought tickets already for London DesignerCon. That's awesome. I wish I could be there, but I think there will be many more events where I can also go there and meet you all in person. That would be nice. And we all know, since we have discussed this in the other stream, if Ecomi goes beyond $1, we are going to rent an Oktoberfest tent for the Vivi fam. Do you have something new about Chili's? Chili's is the project that shows how it should be done. They are coming out like every week with new partnerships and new progress and new things to develop. I think that the only news for Chili's for the sports project or sports relationship project is that the CEO is currently traveling around Brazil forming new partnerships. So that is good to see that they are active in person visiting to extend the brand into one of the biggest nations for the soccer clubs. Captain V says, if this doesn't work, reset your password. Yeah, okay, let's go. And let us know, Genuine, if you made it. When is London Decon? It's on the 3rd and 4th of September of this year. Early September, there we go. Vivitus, yeah, that's a serious illness. Also, I mean, now that if you have the web app, you can go now to your gem balance and export your transactions, and then you can, from this Excel sheet or from the CSV sheet, you can filter how many in-app gem uploads you did already. And I almost fell off the chair because I thought I invested only like I invested double of what I thought I did. I put in, so this is crazy. Yeah. So here, everyone who wants to go and meet people, go to DesignerCon in London. Through my Omi on my Atomic wallet, waiting for Pokemon and anime to get into Veve. Yeah, soon. Hashtag soon, and on track, and so on. Genuine says it's genuine. Okay, it's genuine. Okay, so from now on, I will call you Genuine. Can you purchase gems on desktop app now as well? Let me check that I don't dox myself while showing you, but I think it's fine. Okay, so you will see my impressive gem stack right now. So let's go here. There you go. So if you want to follow me on the Veve app, that's how you find me. I really want to change that into Patient HODLER, but when I started this account, and my Veve birthday is coming up soon, when I started this account, I didn't know that I was going to do YouTube and that I'm going to call myself Patient HODLER. Just let me check one more thing, and then I'm going to show you this. If I do this, then okay, so nothing registered here with my personal info. So yes, you can, and here's how it goes. So you see my impressive gem balance of 1.06 gems. Awesome. And obviously the Omi count is as it should be because the Omi utility program is not rolled out yet. You go on gem balance, and then you have here a minimum amount of 10 gems that you can upload. So not as it is in the app, in the mobile app, on the cell phone, on smartphone, where you can upload also $5, but it's 10 now. And what you can do here is you can load up as much as you want, but only as much as your credit card lets you. So if you have a credit card limit, upper limit, then which you should have probably, then you are limited by this. But there are no boundaries here. So if there in maybe in the future there will be some other pay-in options here that the super whales can just upload their Bitcoin, Ethereum, whatever. We have seen that we have cash out now, at least some of us, and with some of us, I mean Foster, that you can, that I hope that it will give the reverse effect as well, that you can cash in. Maybe it would be good if they would do the cash in with Omi tokens only, because they said they don't want to have a cash out with Omi because it would put sell pressure onto the token. But maybe it could be the reverse effect, that you can cash in with Omi tokens, or even then direct Omi to NFT, and that would put buy pressure onto the Omi token, which is then their best interest because they want to bring the price up so that we don't burn as much anymore. So I'm lost now here. Okay, where can we buy the tickets? So yeah, this is answered. You can, I don't know where you can buy the DesignerCon tickets. I don't know if there are still some available. But maybe if Captain and Viveversum are still in here, they can tell you, because they have bought the tickets and they have already rented a hotel in the city. So they are going to ape full into that DesignerCon. Do you really think they still have Pokemon? I heard Alex tweeted, "We do not have the people." Yeah, exactly. So I made a video about this a couple of weeks ago already, where it's called "What the Team Does Not Tell You," and it's about how the team communicates with us, and that is that they are denying things that are then coming to the app. For example, one example of this is, do you remember before the Darth Vader drop, David, you posted always the skulls, and people figured out quickly that the skulls resemble the Darth Vader drop. So then David, you came to the channel of Essential Crypto, I think, and no, it was David, you came onto the live stream of Randy Chavez and was asked if the skull does mean anything, and they were saying it doesn't mean anything. It's just that young people are saying that or putting that always in social media, and it means I'm laughing to death. So they denied that it would be Darth Vader, and 3 days later they announced the Darth Vader drop. So the reason why they said we do not have the P word and not, guys, please stop spamming, we don't have Pokemon, is clearly that they are playing all the time with this. Sometimes they let you think they have it, and then they are going to throw you into depression that they don't have it, and then they make the next reference. So what we had seen was that Alfred Kahn came onto the Veve AMA for the first time ever, and then they said to him, gotta catch him, Al. So playing with his name and playing with the phrase of the game that he himself had made big. Right after that, they posted exactly what you are referencing here and said, we do not have the P word. And right after that, or in the following months, they were teasing Pokemon with the background of David Yu, where they had it was not a PSA, somewhat graded Pikachu card. If you go back to the two community updates back, I think, the one with the Star Wars Darth Vader mask, on the bottom right, you will see that Pokemon card in the corner. So do I think they still have Pokemon? More likely than not. You know that on this channel, we do not talk in absolutes, but we are saying more likely than not. And I think with Alfred Kahn and everything around the Pokemon story, I would say there's strong evidence more likely than not. And this denying here, we do not have the P word, is just, it's just a decoy or something like that. Yeah. Where can I export the Excel sheet of the transaction, please? I am in the app, but can't find it. Let me check here quickly. True story. Where was that? I think that. Oh, I think that's on the Omi. Is that on the Omi in-app wallet? I think that was on the Omi in-app wallet. Payout. Okay. Yeah, so I just saw that I technically have a payout button, but as you can see, I need to. My payout is disabled until the others paid out. No, but I'm not going. So I don't care. I personally don't care that I don't have payout yet, and some other people have. Because I wouldn't cash out anyways. I have 1 gem and I cannot cash that 1 gem out, and the rest is in collectibles that I'm not going to sell right now. So I think that was on the mobile version of the old Veve wallet, where you have only your Omi and your gem balance. There is somewhere the export button for CSV. Sorry. Yeah. Okay. That I had. Genuine says, great, awesome. Any fees? Thanks. Fees? For what? Purchase. For purchase, no fees, I think. It's equivalent upload. The only thing is that Veve doesn't have to cover fees anymore when you're doing that, because they are now integrating it directly and don't have to pay the 30% Apple fees. Can you show us clearly how to fill up the credit card lines with your card as a tutorial? Yeah, sure. you cannot, you wouldn't be able to exploit it anyways, as it is already maxed out. So yeah, no problem there. Thank you though. Hasululu says, anybody wanting to follow me on Veve, you can find me. I have put my SR Spidey at 3.3 million in the market. My name is Mercy Veve. So yeah, there you got it. SR Spider-Man flex by trying to gain followers. So first, congratulations that you have this one. And secondly, yeah, humble brag. There you go. Follow him, Mercy Veve. How is it going, fam? Yeah, it's going fine. Seb in the house. Nice picture there. Seems like good weather. So yeah, welcome to the stream. Man Dangerous says, I really wonder what Disney's long-term strategy is with Veve. Why don't Disney and all the other big partners do any marketing for their NFTs? I think and I have covered that as well in another video, but I'm going to talk about it real quick, is I think that that Disney and the other bigger licensors know the problems that Veve have right now. And the problems that they have right now is an unstable app. And the biggest problem of them all is that until 1 week ago, they didn't have a web app with gem upload, which means that every massive influx of gems from many, many retail people would be a waste of 30% of this cost. So in my opinion, when I read these articles and Veve is just like any mediocre to really bad journalist would just have to Google one Google search for 3 seconds to find out that golden moments are listed on Veve, and yet they don't mention it. So the Disney guys that made this article with them or gave the interview to them basically said, talk about us, but don't mention Veve because we don't want them overrun before they are ready. So that's basically what's happening, in my opinion, at least. But maybe that would be a good question for an AMA to ask them if they are purposely flying under the radar and what their main reasons are. Where do you store your OMI? Technically on a ledger. Where's my ledger? There you go. So here's the ledger. Okay, so technically on this ledger, but since it's a ledger Nano Plus, now Nano S, sorry, ledger Nano S, I'm too stupid to get the OMI on this, so I'm going to watch a tutorial or so where they really explain how I get this token menu under the Ethereum, because on the ledger Nano S, it's not appearing as on the other ledgers where you just can select a ERC20 token below Ethereum. So if any one of you has a nice little trick how I can get that menu back, then please tell me, please let me know. And then I will obviously use that to make a video for the other people that are also stuck in that process. Your prediction next bull run, leading up to a prediction with my new video series where I have just released part 2. It is a multi-factor answer. It depends on how good they're executing on Veve, how good they're executing on token utility, how the bear market develops right now, how the global situation develops right now, how the burns affect the circulating supply, the concerns with the projects and everything. So I decided to make a video series of 7 parts to cover each and every topic, and then in the 7th part lead up to a best, middle, and worst case price prediction depending on the execution, where I then will give my thoughts. But basically, I said it already, I'm right now just without doing any calculation and without considering much, just saying it's all going well. I'd say 10 cents by the end of the next bull run after the Bitcoin halving. But that would be 100x from here. Depends, and please don't freak out. It could be also way more. It could be way more. It depends on what's happening when. If we get until that bull run no exchange and always soon and something happens and I don't know, then maybe not, right? But we'll get there with the video series. Random question, but will you be at Decon London in September? No, you have joined after I answered that. I will not be. Reason for that is I need all the days and stuff for going to Brazil in the end of the year. So not going to Decon that September, but there will be, I'm sure there will be plenty of other events, and I will certainly show up on one of these events. Don't forget the likes for this video. Yes, please smash up the like button into oblivion for this stream so that we can feed the algorithm absolutely free. You don't have to do more than clicking the like button. Then we have Z Phaser. You have KYC. When next bull run? Next bull run after the next Bitcoin halving. I don't see a bull run with this global condition. We are going to talk about this in short. Stream is getting long today because we have just an amazing conversation here, but that's fine. Are we going in a recession and long bear market? Basically, there's only one day missing to confirm that we are in a recession. No, actually, what's the calendar date today? Yeah, tomorrow is missing, and then we are in the next month, which ends Q2. And first of all, Q2 priorities are on track, as we can see. But if I'm not mistaken, an official recession is declared when 2 consecutive quarters the growth domestic product shows a negative growth. Is that correct? Please correct me if I'm wrong there, but it's something like that. So tomorrow, the second quarter ends, which basically means that probably the US and many other countries have to declare official recession. From a global perspective, I think there's no doubt about that we are in a global recession. I mean, let's face it, we are. Let's look at this here quickly on the side while we are going through more questions, because I really want to make a point why I think that we shouldn't FOMO too hard into little Ecomi dumps and little crypto dumps, because I think there's more downside to come, honestly, without trying to scare anyone. But I think that's basically what's going to happen. So, okay. First of all, the rest of your questions and answers. But believe me, we see a bull run when Ecomi's OMI is a tokenized share. That's the key. Oh, my camera went a little bit defocusing. A tokenized share. Please explain that a little bit more. You mean, how do you mean that? I mean a share, like a company share? Do you think that will happen? Okay, let's see. Will you ever sell your collectibles for OMI? Yes, I will. So this is also something that some people are upset at the moment, because we have seen yesterday and we have heard it yesterday that Forster has cash out and some other people have cash out, people that are close to Ecomi and Veve. And I'm not accusing anyone of anything here, but some people mentioned also to me that they are upset that some people that are close to Veve are able to cash out collectibles and gems right now and transform this basically into Ecomi. So that's basically an arbitrage possibility that many of us don't have and other people have. I personally, maybe not smart enough, or I don't know, but I personally am not thinking about this. But I see the point. Like, people want to cash out and have the benefit of getting into more OMI right now. So you see that it's, yeah, on the one hand, a little bit unfair maybe to have a unrestricted cash out for some people and the others have to wait in line. On the long run, I think it doesn't change anything, right? It doesn't change anything for who's really long-term holding. Keep up the good work. You're looking clean today. Life is good. Thank you, man. Yeah, life is good. And I really truly enjoy making these live streams with you guys. So yeah. What else do we have? Should I cash out coming day week when available and buy OMI, or don't cash out and buy collectibles now? That, my friend, is a question that you have to answer yourself, because I can say what I would do, and that is I will keep my collectibles, because I think the collectibles are as much in a bear market as the Ecomi token is. So I only use fresh money to buy more OMI at the moment than collectibles. So if you ask me what I'm investing in right now, then it's more OMI and other crypto than collectibles. But that's also due to the fact that I have already put a significant amount into the collectibles. But no way I'm going to sell my collectibles right now. We have seen a little recovery on the collectibles, but nothing close to what I believe these collectibles will be worth in the coming years. So every decision that I make for collectibles, yes, I will sell some collectibles maybe to shift gems to other collectibles. That could happen. So sell some collectibles that I'm not convinced of anymore, or that I got in a drop and I don't like, or whatever. But other than that, I will keep holding, like patiently hodling, right? Mehdi says, can you make a comparison video with the HEX token? It has the same supply and tokenomics and went from 1 cent to 40 cents in less than a year. That's very impressive, because if it has the same tokenomics, then it has no utility, because let's face it, Ecomi right now has no utility at all. That's the reason why it's so low. Other than that, it gets burnt and has a promise on their back, basically, that it will be worth something because of utility that is coming at some point. Technically, as I explained in part 1 of my value stream, or of my value video, and if you haven't watched it, watch it. What does give value to the Ecomi token? It has a value as a currency on IMX. That's it. There's no other value proposition for OMI that is active right now. And I'm not talking about OMI utility program, because the OMI utility program is not rolled out yet. So it has no value despite being a currency. Can I make a comparison video? Yes, maybe if I fully understand HEX and I feel confident that I'm not going to talk any bullshit to you guys. Yeah, a company share. I think the future of shares will be tokenized. Although that would also basically put it under share-based regulations, right? So which would be interesting for Germans, because the tax on gains by shares is way lower than the ones on crypto profits if you are holding less than a year. So for crypto medium to short-term trading, it would be interesting. It's an interesting thought. Hex doesn't have utility either, only staking. Yeah, okay, that's probably worrisome, because what's Hex promise for utility then, Mehdi? Tell us that. Because at least the promise for the OMI utility program is basically that the OMI token is going to be associated with the best 3D collectibles licensed in the world. So associated with Disney, Star Wars, USPS, DC, with the Batman, with the Superman. So that's at least something where speculative value is coming from. But yeah, let us know here. So let's get to the point where I am going to tell you why I think that we are not in the end of this bear market here. And the reason for that is, and I want you to look at the development closely here, because yeah, let's get actually to the weekly, just for the sake of the visuals here. So if we are looking at our last bull run and the following bear market, right? And we are considering that this is our plunge into a raging bear market, like a heinous capitulation into a brutal bear market. I mean, that's no joke. This is a 70% drawdown. But what I'm seeing right now on social media is that people are shouting from the rooftops that the bottom would be in because of that. Like because of that. That is, I mean, we had sideways consolidation here. If we go back to the daily chart, we see it better. We have consolidated for a month. I mean, I like to mark these consolidation ranges just to see, but we had for Bitcoin consolidated for a whole month, where also people said that was the plunge, the bottom is in, and then here they said, see, that's it, you're going to miss the boat, and then we're gone, dropped again, right? So people on social media are taking whatever fits in their bias as a confluence indicator, like moving averages and patterns, to justify, to tell that this would be a bot. For example, how can this give you an indication that we are at the bottom? And we are going to come to the juicy stuff, why this is more likely than not the bottom. So more likely than not, we are going to plunge deeper, which also says that the risk of liquidation of Solent, of Celsius, of whatever, like all these over leveraged coins and stuff like that, is still in the cards. It's not off the table. It's like everyone here is like, get your crypto out of the exchanges, and then you have a little recovery here, and then and everyone's like, okay, let's leave it staked. I mean, the bottom is in. So it's not the case, in my opinion. Let's zoom out. And let's go to look at something that we can observe on the last bear market, right? Okay, so this is a weekly. Maybe we go into the, I hope I can open this here. Okay, I think I can. It's okay. It seems it doesn't load the last bear market. Let me see if it loads the last bear market. I'm sorry, my mouse wheel is broken. If not, it would be a little bit easier. But I'm putting everything in crypto, so I cannot buy a new mouse here. Is this the new? Fuck, man. Okay. Is this? Yeah, that's it, I think, right? Okay, so yeah, that's it. That is it on a daily. So what we see here is we have topped out, right? And we had a drawdown and a bounce back. Okay. So what usually happens in the stock market, in the S&P 500, in whatever other stock-based market, and crypto right now is highly correlated with these markets, is that you have relief rallies, right? Relief rallies. And these relief rallies, they are no joke. So these can be 100% bounces. Here we have a relief rally, and we plunge deeper every time. So going to the weekly, and again, I'm lost. That's just great. Oh, there we go. Sorry. You see, I'm the best TA guy ever. But it's not TA what I'm talking about. Trust me. So here we see basically in weekly candles these relief rallies, right? So we had, sorry, now I locked this. Okay, now I got myself here together. Topped out, bounced, 1 relief, a little bit, 2 relief, 3 relief, 4 relief, and then sideways for weeks before we went to a final capitulation and built the bear market trough. Now I ask you, when we are looking at the current chart, right? At the current chart, at the current bull market, bear market constellation, have you seen relief rallies yet? So technically you could argue with a false top theory that this is the top and that we had one relief rally that went into a fake out. But let's say this was the top. Then we had one relief and we plunged. Where is the rest? All the bear markets before had 3 to 4 relief rallies. Okay, so in my opinion, this alone should question if we are there yet. Now let's bring, before I continue, here you see it better. We have some opinions. What's up, Blood? I like your cut, G. Thank you, man. Thank you, Palace. Yes, but after the regulated token is then a share, it will be no longer subject to crypto rules. Interesting. There are no rules. But yeah, I get what you mean. So wouldn't be to the harsh crypto rules. BTC is going to the 12K and OMI follows. Mehdi has a price prediction of 4 zeros. That's crazy. Genuine says OMI would not go or won't go that low, man. Yeah, I don't know about this, but 3 zeros with a 5 or so, I could see that. Do you think they bring Pokemon on the stage in July? No, they will not bring Pokemon in a negative, bearish sentiment in crypto winter where no one is paying attention to Veve. No way. No freaking way. I mean, how with what you have seen right now, is this the bottom, right? I mean, you guys that are watching this channel right now, I see that you are also with a more bearish sentiment. But we had this also in our community. We had, I think, John T. Plex, who called the bottom, and here, at this one, it didn't happen. So now we are at this. This is the only reaction range right now that we see here. So yeah, we can drop lower, in my opinion. But let's bring some news into this one, right? Let's bring some news into this one. Let's bring fundamentals into this one, because looking at TA and saying, okay, the past will repeat. Does a brutal bear market like this need relief rallies? No, it doesn't, but there was no other bear market yet without relief rallies. And to be honest, the momentum that we are seeing right now with this little hill, with this little bounce back, is not satisfying at all. So I'm going to open quickly. As I said before, guys, I'm oops, that is still from another one. Let me just search here for, yeah, that's the one that I want to show. Guys, the macro perspective is this one. Why did I put money printer Paul if he's not money printing anymore but being hawkish? Because the Fed in the US, the European central banks, they are rate hiking. And every time they are rate hiking, the dollar appreciates in comparison to the basket of the other currencies in the world. Like it's called the DXY. You see it here, and it's on a tear. Like it's going crazy right now. So this is obviously a gigantic time frame. But what happened always before was that once this pumped, crypto did bad, right? And once this is our last bull run here. Once the dollar lost in value, look at this. We topped out for Bitcoin somewhere around here. In November that's 2020. So we topped out somewhere here, right? When it was on a reversal. we topped out. So that's 21. So this is our bull run. The whole drop here is our BTC bull run. Now we are on tear and we are doing terrible. And this is one of the biggest correlations and there are sites that measure the correlation. I think it's an 80% correlation or so, or even more. Now this goes on a tear when the Fed is starting to rate hike, because obviously this is the dollar in comparison to a basket in comparison to a basket with euros, British pound, what is it? Probably the Russian ruble, the yuan, the yang, whatever. Like in comparison to other currencies, the world reserve currency dollar is going on a tear. And from a TA standpoint, you have to say that this was the resistance of the last of the last 7 years, and it's broken. Now it went down, and they were all like, "See, it's going down. It's going down. From a TA standpoint, we ripped it. Maybe we are going to retest it, and then it's on, right? Since the 80s, I mean, that's the next resistance, just from a TA standpoint. I know, I hated on the TA 5 seconds earlier, and I'm not going to justify this all with TA, but just a thought. Now, how could I see this reverse? Let's talk what we see here. We have quantitative tightening by the Fed, by the European Central Bank, and by the central banks of everyone who faces inflation right now. And that is in the whole European Union, basically everyone except Switzerland. And that is the US, that's Latin America, and all the other countries in the Western world basically are facing inflation, and they have to do quantitative tightening, which, in my opinion, will just bring this DXY, this dollar strength up. Now, they are justifying that right now with the war in Ukraine, the inflation. They say when the war ends, inflation will go back to normal. But obviously, we know that the inflation is for a major part because of the extensive money printing during the health crisis. I will refer to what we have seen here as the health crisis, right? Because, algorithm and stuff like that. Now, we have a war, and it's not like a little war somewhere on the end of the world. It's a war direct on the eastern flank of Europe, which puts a lot of uncertainty on businesses, not because of only of sanctions and the exporting problematics that are arising with it, but also because now NATO is facing a new bloc building between China, Russia, Pakistan, India. They are all they're all suddenly in negotiations, friends, helping each other out, and so on. And on the other side, you have the US and the NATO bloc. So, and another thing, I don't want to have any politic stuff or whatever. We don't need this on this channel. Let's just be objective and look what's happening, right? Let's just look what's happening. So from an economical standpoint, war is always bad because war brings uncertainty until someone wins. So until someone wins or someone ends the war on whatever terms. But this war seems to drag out right now, as all sides cannot go to a common term. So we see sanctions. Europe is without gas because Russia will not sell it to them anymore unless they are using the ruble, which they are trying to sanction. Then we have a food shortage problem, a big one, because Ukraine was the breadbasket for the European Union. Now, that doesn't let people starve in the European Union, but in fact, they are going to buy the corn, the wheat, the whatever is necessary, like also chicken meat, I think, and fertilizer. They are going to buy all this stuff from other countries. But because Ukraine is not exporting this anymore, the prices will shoot up. And there are countries and people that are depending on it which can then result in another migration movement in the sense of that people are going in masses to other countries, which causes them to face other challenges, right? So this is all a big mess with so many factors. And then we have the supply chain issues. And actually, I wanted to show this to you because it's directly here from my country. Let me throw this in here for you. This is from a news article here that I've seen. German inflation. Sorry, it's that was the wrong article. I have another one here. Let me throw this in. This is the one that I wanted to show. So German inflation slows in June as government steps in. Just that I show this to you. Yes, the government has to step in, and it only slowed inflation, right? So this is what we see all around the world. So we are going to see more quantitative tightening, which means it's not the end of this rising dollar value, which means it's not the end of the bear market, which means it's probably not the end of the Bitcoin dump. And that means that's probably not the end of the Ecomi dump. Now, this one regarding supply chains, world's largest truck maker says it's facing enormous supply chain pressure. And this is coming from the Daimler CEO himself, that is already since 25 years in this business and has never seen a situation like this. So they cannot get out thousands of vehicles to logistics companies that need those vehicles to get the supply chains going. So also there, we have a major rippling effect through these supply chains, which also has to do with China and their politics and stacked container ships at the ports and whatnot. So talking about this, and this is something that I also want to share with you, markets hate uncertainty. So they hate when it's not clear if Papa Paul will raise the interest rates for 50 basis points, 75 basis points, or even 100 basis points. They hate it. Once they know it, yes, sure, if it's bad news, you collapse and then you recover or you consolidate. But when there's uncertainty, you have this downwards trend. So finally, we also have in China as a very special situation, because basically China and the rest of the world did not let go yet of this health situation, which means it's not resolved, which means it is still an uncertainty for the markets, for the global markets, for the global economy, for the crypto markets, and so on. So I see these four major factors pressing on the price, and I don't see not one being close to a solution. I see only these four negative factors. So what we have is rampant inflation, rising dollar value, quantitative tightening by the rate hikes, ongoing war that might drag out for years, cracked supply chains, and this health situation in China. And please, guys, I mean, everyone is saying, sorry, I'm throwing that quickly onto screen. Everyone is saying China, new world power, and the US on decline. I mean, everyone of you who has read Ray Dalio knows that this could be a scenario for the next decades. But right now, no one is taking care of this one, or no one did. I didn't see people talk about this a lot on YouTube yet. China had a bank run. It just didn't happen because they used tags, let's say the tags of the health apps on the phones to turn those red, so that people had to be detained and go to quarantine. So they tried to do a bank run on 4 different banks that froze assets. So how bad is the global situation? I mean, could be really bad as a matter. If you want, I will link, once this video is processed and didn't get censored or banned from YouTube, I will put this link of CNN into the description, and also of the other articles that you can read for yourself, because really, I mean, you have to read this stuff for yourself, right? Anyways, that's the reason why I believe that we are going to plunge more for Bitcoin. Now, would be nice to see Omi at 4 zeros and 3. That would not be nice, because I don't think it will go that low, because then those whales, they would just pump in another million by everything, right? So I mean, you have to see, make the calculations what you could buy with 1,000 euros at these prices, how much that would be, and then ask yourself how the Dr. Profits and John T. Plexes of this world would react to a price like these. We already have the World War III. I don't know about that, because maybe Cold War 3 or so. But I don't know. It's definitely not a hot world war. I mean, people try to put very much importance to this one, but it's still local. And if you look at the World War II that we had here in Europe, that's a whole nother dimension to be called a world war. And there were only 2 of those. And these were massive wars, 50 nations involved. So I would disagree on this one, but I'm not saying that it couldn't evolve in one. NATO sent 300k troops to eastern border. They're not there. No, they have. I'm not sure about. I'm not going to comment too much on this, but just to give this a thought, have they sent 300k, or have they just agreed to build up a quick reaction force to be able to send this amount to the border? That's a thought that I would give on this, because media, and that's the reason why I try to not look too much into media. Media tries to exaggerate everything, and this is something that happens a lot also with Bitcoin. I mean, look at Twitter. There are only 2 parties right now in Twitter battling each other: the permabulls and the eternal fudders. The ones that are saying it goes to 0, like the Peter Schiffs of this world, and the ones that are calling 250k Bitcoin by the end of this year. Who was that who said that? I don't remember, but there is a very prominent guy, Bitcoin bull, that basically still sticks to that says stock to flow is still valid. And so I think the truth is so often in between, and things just evolve. But for us, and this is why I called this video "Don't Get Wrecked," for us it's important to consider that we might be under these circumstances here, that we might be seeing OMI and Bitcoin go lower. And this is basically what we are seeing for OMI right now on the immediate term. We have plunged a lot. This is like a super deep dive. We recovered a little bit. We hovered sideways. We plunged again. Now we are moving in a broader pattern sideways. But this doesn't mean that we cannot, after consolidating here a little bit, get worse news and just go lower, right? So I'm definitely going to DCA into OMI at these prices, because these prices were what we were looking for. But small amounts, not more. And if it goes from here to the moon, to Caval's $10, then I'll be fine as well. And then I missed the boat. Then I missed the opportunity. Like straight line to $10. Who believes in that? I certainly don't. I know there are a lot of bets still open for $1 by the end of this year. I think also Caval called this. I'm not sure, but I don't see it, honestly. With all that I've explained in the last 20 minutes or so, I don't see it at all. This is a world war, but not a military war. It's a drug and cyber war. I agree that it's not a military war, world war, but I would have just, cyber war somehow. I would also say there is an economical war going on. It's already going on since years, basically between the US and China, already going on since years. So the economical side is not to forget here. All this is the embargoes and dimensions and export regulations between USA and China. These are very interesting to observe, at least. Let's say it. Cavell is MIA last few days. What's that? Missing in action? What's MIA? It's somewhat with missing, right? Actually, I didn't realize because I had no time to watch him, but that somehow happened. I don't know what. I have no personal contact with Cavell, so I cannot tell you what's with him. But I know that he's sometimes taking some time off because he also works his something for his health. I know that he's fasting and stuff like that. So maybe he's just doing some stuff in that direction, which I think is good to take care of their own health. Yeah. HODL crypto on a ledger, right? Because, and that's something we did not discuss yet, or not sufficient. If we plunge more from here on Bitcoin, there will be zones where liquidation is going to happen for projects like Celsius, I think 3 Arrows Capital, and so on, where some whales just have an extensive amount of money of crypto leverage that or in lending that gets liquidated. Yeah. Don't forget the Middle East. Yeah, don't forget them. Man, I totally get you. I might disagree on the World War theory, but yes, we are living in a very tense world. The most tense since I would say since the Cuba crisis and the last Cold War. I would argue. I haven't seen it though, so I might be biased by only hearing about history. Yeah. Cavell said nothing about $1 end of year. Okay, then I must have misheard it. I thought he did, but then no, then it's fine. I think he has a $10 price prediction in 10 years. So let's see if we get there. I don't see it yet, but obviously if we are burning crazy and it gets so much value that you really need this OMI to buy important NFTs and to do stuff in the metaverse, then yes. But I think Cavell argues with a multi-trillion-dollar real estate market coming into the NFT place, and that Veve will get a major share, or at least a share of it. And that's very far out, too far out for me to speculate on. But I mean, it could happen. Who would have thought? I have seen a while ago a screenshot from a price prediction where someone got laughed at because he predicted $10,000 Bitcoin, and that everyone will be rich from, I think, 2011 or so. So, I mean, everything can happen. So why not? What's up with the title? Don't get wrecked. That's what we are talking about since a while. Why did I say don't get wrecked? Because I know personally people that said we are going up, and they see how the percentage on OMI is 36% pump, and they FOMO in. They buy because they think that this was the bottom, because they read that the bottom would be in for Bitcoin or whatever because of the 200-week EMA, and not because of any fundamentals, but because of a moving average that has been actually broken. And they say the bottom is in, and then they buy here instead of waiting for a retracement or so, with everything, right? And obviously, I know that people tend to try to hop on something because they are fearing that they miss this train. Kvel, the golden member of the Moon Club. Maybe so. Maybe so. I said more likely than not, we're not going to see $10 in even with 2 Bitcoin halvings. But I would also never come here and say it's not possible, because technically it is possible. I hope $1 by 2025, 26, but I can't see it. I'm thinking more like 30 cents at most by then. Yeah, so 25 is like 24 to 25 is when the bull run that should be triggered by the next Bitcoin halving starts. And that is a long time. So so much can happen for Veve, for Ecomi. And so much can happen to get to way other prices. The market caps of crypto in that bull run could go to like to several trillions of Bitcoin market cap and Ethereum, and so we don't know. No one knows where it's going, but we can make some assumptions. And the first assumption is, don't get wrecked here. Technically it doesn't make any difference if you just buy wherever in this zone, but we know that this market cap is small. There's high volatility. Whales are playing and trading with this extensively. Look at John's cryptotherapy. This guy is a trader. He will, if you want to get good entries, at least maybe watch him and see where he thinks that the price goes and where he maybe has a sell wall or whatever. Sometimes he reveals something of that. Could be an idea to get more insight. This is the time to create generational wealth. HODL your crypto, guys. Buy utility. Agree, genuine, agree. And also, I'm not saying, just to get me on record with this, I'm not saying that it is not a good time to buy. I'm just saying that this is not a good time to put in all of your money, because this would have been obviously better time, right? But certainly in this range, it is a good time to DCA. But from all that I've shown you, it doesn't even look that we are going to put in a higher high. And honestly, on the macro scale, look at this. Yeah, we are not dropping as hard anymore on Ecomi as we have before. But we know that here are gigantic buy orders stacked. So it will be hard to break to the downside. But if whale traders decide to sell into these here, then it's on, in my opinion. $1 in 2025 is realistic. I agree, but as I mentioned before, it depends on the execution, on a perfect execution of the Veve project and utility for OMI and exchange listings for OMI and a good, strong bull run for Bitcoin. Market is still oversold. Not on the short term, at least for the stochastic. We're in the middle on the daily. How's the weekly looking? Close to oversold. Let me get this bigger for you. Here we already see it. We have this downtrend, and yes, it looks like it is slowing down, but we have not yet for Ecomi entered this oversold zone here. And it doesn't mean we have to. But right now we have to see that. I'm sorry, I drew too much into this. I'm going to delete some stuff here that we can actually see what's going on. Right now, in my opinion, this is all we got from cash out is coming, KYC is there, the web platform. These are massive catalysts, and this is all we got. we should have seen at least if there was any momentum here, we should have seen, or we should see, like a 50 to 60% relief rally or so, right? For the long hold, why it's not a good buy? I'm not saying it is not a good buy, as I mentioned before. I'm just saying don't go all in with your money here and then don't have money left in case it is going to triple zeros. That's what I'm saying. I'm buying here as well. I'm not buying here, obviously, but I did buy here. Like I did buy here throughout this time, right? So and also I bought up here because I didn't know that it's going to, but I never put in all my money. So, and now I'm waiting because, quite frankly, on this 4-hour time frame, at least, I see that we should be coming down. So why not get, like, if you would be allocating, you would be buying 100K OMI, why not buy it for $125 instead of $140? You know, that's what I meant. But this is not financial advice, please, by any means. Go ahead and spend all your money right now on OMI, but I wouldn't do it. So this is just need to get to 0.05. So you must have a lot of OMI if you only need 5 cents to whatever you want to get. When giveaway? Oh shit. Yeah, actually giveaway. So the giveaway for everyone who is in here, I'm giving away with Viviholic this keychain here, this Veve keychain, where you can put your Veve birthday in. And yeah, all you got to do is, and I will let some minutes pass by, all you got to do is to take this tweet, this retweet, and retweet this retweet to enter this giveaway. But you also must be following me and Viviholic. And then from the retweets, and I think they are not too, okay, maybe this is because I didn't refresh, but not too many people did it. So everyone who did it has a good chance to enter and to win this one. So, and if it's only one, like it's showing right now, then I know the winner already. And in a couple of minutes, I will determine the winner for this Viviholic keychain. Now, there's one other thing now that you brought me in this, and sorry guys, I'm losing on all the comments right now. But I wanted to show one other thing here. Let me just phase out here a little bit, because you know, we are all here in the same boat. We are all from the same community, and the creator of Viviholic has put out another site that I want to show you here, and it's called the Veve Tale. I don't know if you heard about this. So just to be fair, neither from the giveaway nor from the Veve Tale thing I gain anything. I'm just pointing this out. Basically, he has designed the site. It's like a little mosaic, and for $1 you can buy one of these things. And if you draw a number, there is actually a list of which collectible you are eligible to win. So just for the sake of this whole thing, to explain and outline this, I will put up this list here. So for example, I think there was the number 42, and the number 42 is a Viviholic discount. So take other numbers. You can Tales of Suspense 77 common. There is a Spider Woman rare and stuff like that. So he built this website. Now the thing is, and for the means, he actually was so kind to even give us a couple of these fields to open up here on stream. But since we are already 1.5 hours in, I just wanted to mention that this site, he is actually selling this website. So if someone would be interested in buying such a website, just head over, talk to Veve Holic, and yeah. And also, if you want to mention that you have seen it on the stream. But yeah, that's basically how it works. So it looks like a little Minesweeper. And by the way, you can link. I think I have done it here for it. No, not here. But you can link your whatever website you want to promote. So you see here, Patient Hodler Twitter. You can link it if you open one of these, and then if people come to the site, they click on it and come to this whole thing. But that's basically it. Now let's get to it, because he, as I mentioned, he was so kind to gift us this little giveaway here. Now, what I'm going to do here, and let me just quickly switch back. I'm going to go to my Twitter picker, and I'm going to take this tweet now. So, and these are the last seconds of you being able to retweet, and it's really the retweet that you need to retweet, right? So, there are only 2 retweets. That cannot be true. Okay. Anyways, then we have an easy game here. Okay. So I will do the Twitter picking. And okay, I cannot even. So I will do. You cannot even You cannot even use Twitter picker with so few retweets. But hey, no problem. It's only 2 people. I'm going to flip a coin, really. So okay, now it's 3 retweets. And I'm going to take a random number picker then. Just let me throw this in here for you so you see it all. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? There you go. So there you go. I have a list here with the tweets. I'm just generating a number of 3 with the retweets, and it's the number 1. So first on my list here is, and I'm also going to this openly. There you go. Do you see it? First on my list is MacBoo. MacBoo Deep Look. Just get in contact with me. He follows me and he has retweeted this. So and he's a Veve OG. So yeah, let's go. Congratulations, man. You won the Veve keychain. And yeah. Oh, actually, I want to, so that one was not in the list anymore. I follow you so that you can message me, and then we are going to get this done together. Yeah, anyways, from time to time, I will be doing, yo, you are one lucky dude then, because you got the Pride drop today already, and you won the keychain where you then can get your Veve birthday on it. So that's pretty cool. And yes, let me just check this. Let me check here just what we still have open. Sorry if I couldn't respond to each and every of these comments that you all made here. So today we had such a traffic. Let me see. If we have a recession, it will be completely different. Okay. You have 20K crypto projects, 95%. So this is one that I wanted to comment on. You have 20K crypto projects, 95% will disappear, and the blue chips will exist like Omi. I technically agree. However, keep in mind, the 20K you see on CoinMarketCap, most of them are already gone. It's not that they are all promoting and active. If you pass through the list, you have dead Twitter accounts, you have no momentum on the coins. I would argue that you wouldn't even find 95% still active of those 20K. So I think the flush out is already happening. I think these are not only dying in the bear market, but many of those are. Like, look at this. YouTubers have their own coin projects. People did many rug pulls. There are so many coins in this 20K that never even existed for more than a day, and they are in the list. They're never taken out. So yes, I believe they are already gone. I don't think that if you take the top 200 coins today, that 95% will be gone by the next Bitcoin halving. I don't think so. I think most of those, in fact, will be alive. I'm not talking about some will implode, like Terra, especially if they are relying on many mechanics. But I think most of them will be around. Let me just see more comments here. We can make predictions. The future is unpredictable, and we have seen it. Everything is possible. I repeat, $1 or more is largely possible for two. That is something that I would never dispute, because I also think that it's possible. You can buy DCA. It doesn't matter if you buy under the 0.005. There is the biggest resistance. Yeah, true. What's your Twitter? At HODLER Patient. So yeah, congratulations again to Hasululu for the win. Please give me just some time to get back to you then. But yeah, you're going to send me a message. We figured this out together, that we get it to you. And as mentioned in the beginning, could be that you need to cover shipment costs, but we will see. Yeah. So what else do we have, guys? Because yeah, you are very, very lucky. So this was the Veve tail. Take a look at it if you want. If you want to buy it, by any means, do that. It could be a thing if you want to build up something for Veve or so. Anyways, good. We have answered how to not get wrecked, and that is that we are not going to react to these to pump and dumps, right? This is a pump. This has happened many times in Ecomi. You get a pump, everyone gets excited, you get dumped on, and then it goes up again, and maybe, yes, you have an upward sloping. And if you're a long-term holder, multiple years, yes, then the people that told this here are right. Then in the end, it doesn't matter if you buy here or down there in the abyss. It doesn't matter. How many OMI do I have? 1.3 million at this point of time. 1.3 million, about to be moved to a ledger if I figure this out. If I figure it out, I will make a video about it, because it's the smallest ledger version, so it's a little bit different from the other ones, as I've explained before. Okay, so that's it. Thank you all for joining me today. I really enjoyed this one, so I hope I can get more topics out to talk about in the next live stream. And I hope you also enjoyed this macro view on the crypto market, at least from my perspective. Obviously, you are taking your own decisions. If you are watching this video after the live stream happened, make sure you comment down below what you think about all of this. For everyone who's still here, please make sure that you smash up the like button and subscribe to the channel to not miss out on other live streams. And yeah, with that said, thank you all for joining, and wherever you are on the world, have yourselves a great morning, evening, day. night, or afternoon, and see you in the next video, live stream, or video series output. Happy stacking, happy Veve collectibles farming, and have a great night. Bye.